Hey, good morning guys. It's April the 6th. I'm on top of Vly Mountain in the Catskills. It's one of the trailless peaks, so-called trailless. It's the canister that marks the top. I just finished signing in and getting ready to head back down. It's as you'll see, I'll give you a look around. It's snowed yesterday into last night. It's probably about just an inch to 4 inches in various spots here. Nothing very significant, but it's enough to cover the trail, which means I am wearing spikes today. Not be able to see what's underneath. There's ice. I've already taken a header once. So for now on spikes all the way down. And when they say trailless peak, it is marked. Somebody's nice enough to go and mark it with blue paint on the trees, so you're not totally bushwhacking it. But I guess it's not a maintained trail. They don't trim any of the bushes or cut anything down or do any work at all. It's just find your way. So I'm just kind of fortunate. It's going to retrace my steps here as long as I can find them. Believe it or not, it's supposed to be in the 60s today. Now it's about 10:30 in the morning right now, and when I started out, the temperature was creeping up. It's about 36 degrees down at the base. I have no idea what it is at elevation here. We're above 3,500 feet, but as you can see, it's very foggy. Snow is melting. It's very good for making snowmen and snowballs and stuff, but it's good packed snow. So, but unfortunately, as you can see, there's no view at all. We're socked in until this stuff burns off. Some tracks here. As you can see, the three toes, probably a grouse walking along the ground there. A couple of very large dog tracks too I came across. Looks like it was in a dead run. And a few deer on the way up. So I'm going to negotiate my way down here. If I get to anything interesting, I'll certainly film it. But as you can see, we're going to lose elevation here fast. We just came down one little ridge. It's just a series of these little cliffs as I make my way down. But okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Yeah, coming down through these rocks here, there's pretty much nothing but ice underneath here, as you can see. So without spikes, you're just gonna go sliding down this. So it goes from this to, and I'm actually following what we call the spine of the trail, where it's compacted. You can see over here where somebody got off, and they're just post holing. They're almost up to their knees trying to climb up this thing rather than trying to follow the trail here. Just show you, this is a nice little landmark, nice little shelter overhang where you could shelter in place if you needed to. Have a picnic in nicer weather, but these are always fun to find. There's plenty of these in the Catskills. Lots of rock overhangs. So yeah, trying to stay as much as I can on the trail, because to either side you really don't know how deep the snow can be. you'd find these tracks. I mean, you can see mine over here, but on this side, since it just snowed last night, these are fairly fresh. I don't know if you can see them. It's a good size. You see, its stride is about as long as mine too, so it's galloping along. And there were no other human footprints out here. It was just this guy here. I don't know what it is. Almost looks like a small bear, but it's probably some kind of a dog, coyote, motoring along. Kind of making its own trail back and forth. But it's definitely got claws. Something I really don't want to run into. I'll show you this point for significance because up to this point I did not wear spikes. Obviously there's ice underneath there, but it wasn't until trying to walk up there I almost took a header. Well, I did take a header on all that ice. Decided it was a good time to put on spikes, so pretty much from here down I was okay, but it still is icy. I thought I heard some voices off in the distance, so there may be another group making their way up here. Keep an eye out for that. So I'm on my way to Bearpen Mountain now, on the other side of Vly. One other person has been up here following their tracks in. And it's about as foggy as I've seen it in a while. Pretty dense. Barely start to, where the tops of the trees just start to disappear. Spring hiking in the Catskills. Well, I'm definitely on Bearpen Mountain. How far I am from the top, I'm not sure. I'll check my GPS again. But I know I'm on top of Bearpen because of this guy. This, if you look at this thing, is where they used to run the cables for the old ski lift. This is how they tow people up. You look over here, there's a clearing, a couple of clearings that used to be ski runs, and then it opens up over here. But yeah, that's one of the coolest finds I've ever seen, out in the middle of the woods, outfitted with those pulleys there. Pretty cool. Been there for a while. As you can see, it's treed in, but imagining this was one of the ski runs here, at least. I think this can be considered part of the top. I still have a little ways to get to the summit though, so I'm going to wander around, see what I can find up here. Be back in a few. So the top of Bearpen here is pretty much flat, it's plateaued out. I'm just going to start a pretty decent descent here in elevation. I don't know if you can see to the other side. Cloud cover's still pretty low, but that's Vly over there. We did that earlier. Can just barely make it out right across from us there. That's still in the clouds. So as you can see, it's fairly steep descent here. in between the two mountains. Once you get down in between the two mountains of the valley, you'll head off to the right that way and back down to the parking area. So very hazy, cloudy day. Temperature's not bad at all. Snow's melting. Very few people out. I'm surprised on a Saturday. It's decent out, so. A little bit better view of Vly coming down this way as we get closer to it. It's still socked in clouds up there. Clouds and fog. That gives you an idea. If you look down the valley, there's no snow at all. Like I said, there's forecast to be in the 50s and 60s today. We'll see what happens. Cloud cover's starting to burn off a little bit, but at elevation here, it's still snow, it's still winter. I think that's the top. I think you can see it from here. It's nice. And at this point, this trail is like an old Jeep road. They use it now for snowmobile trail. Doesn't look like there's been any snowmobiles on it though recently, so. And here's the intersection between the two trails. Vly up there and Bearpen up there over where the cabin is. It's posted all over the place, yet people are still hanging out on it. Go figure. Anyway, so we're in the valley, down from Bearpen, and heading down this nice wide trail of a road, basically, down to the parking area. Sun's still trying to come out, so catch up with you in a few. And here I am at the beginning of the trailhead. Quite a few people on the way now. Well, it's afternoon, so you can see a big difference in the surroundings where there's very little snow coverage at all down here. And as far as the sun is coming out finally, so that's looking good. Yeah, wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Happy hiking.